Hey guys, what is up? It is like here. Come at you with another video. Now today's gonna be another kind of computer related video. I'll try to get some gaming. For sure I'll have a gaming video out on Sunday. A PS4 gameplay, I think I'll make one or something like that. It's just I don't really have access to play games currently because I just haven't had time, I guess. And I have like family over and stuff, and I want to be like spending time with them and not playing games and stuff. So that's kind of my problem I'm in right now. But I do want to quick talk about a subject that maybe a few of you are interested in, and this is whether or not to host at home. Now, if you run a website that actually, like, we're not talking about test sites or like blogs or something like that. We're talking about actual production websites that actually, like, you run a business off of, or even if you host websites for other people, should you do it? Even, stuff like game servers or anything. If you guys know, I do have servers and I do run them 24/7. Now I do need to buy a UPC, or a UPS. Sorry about that. I'm thinking about brands, and I need to buy a UPS for battery backup. Don't have one of those yet, but other than that, I do have a power strip. Don't do that if you're actually running an actual hosting business. What I use my home lab for is for a website that my friend runs that isn't like that crazy important, my firewall, and an Active Directory server, along with a bunch of other server roles underneath the Active Directory. But that's basically it. I run two servers 24/7, my two Dell R200s. I'm getting a R710 soon. I also do have older servers like 2850s in a Dell G4 DL3 or DL380 G4. So the other two are old currently, but this R710 will be new when it comes in and everything like that. But now for the main topic of the video: should you host websites or services at home for other people for paid? Now my first answer to that is no, probably not. First of all, you need business internet connection, so that's one of the obstacles you need to get through. You need to get a business internet line, which can be very expensive or not that different. Check with your character, or not your character, your carrier, which shouldn't be too difficult to get a business line even to a residential address. The only difference is more on their side, not so much on the line type of things. Just they need to actually give you special permissions, give you a static IP address, because with that static IP address you don't want it changing, so people can't connect to your services. Your domain names might change. That's just bad. You don't want that. Also, you got to think of uptime. First of all, you want to get decent equipment. Like, you're gonna at least need some R710s and virtualize a lot of things. So you need ESXi. If you use something different, like any other type of virtual machine, I would obviously recommend ESXi. It's an amazing hypervisor. It's bare metal hypervisor, and it is free. But if you are actually running a business, you do, and I'm pretty sure you actually have to pay for a license. So that gets expensive. You actually are paying for the vSphere client on your computer. I think the actual software for the machines is free, but the actual management isn't, which you need the management in order to use it. Basically, it's not very practical, especially for a work environment, to have that. So you need that. You need licensing. And if you do Windows Server, and not like Ubuntu, like I would recommend, and stuff like that, different Linux operating systems, and different you can get one Windows server or something, but licensing is a extreme expense. The next thing to think about is power needs. In my house, to run all my servers, I had to add an extra 20 amp breaker just for the servers. So that's a big thing that you can do. Currently I just have regular outlets like you'd find on the wall, 4 of them, but I can upgrade it to 2. I don't know the connector names, but a lot of different like UPSs have them, the connectors, and they're different, and they're meant for higher amperage connections and higher wattage being pulled on those. So you need that, and you also need redundancy. Now this is a huge factor. You can't just throw in any old drive. You need to buy fresh drives. You need to do a RAID configuration so that you can back up the user's data so the user won't lose their data. You want your servers not to be like the R200 like I have, where it only has one power supply unit, because if one fails, like on the Dell R710 or any of my other older servers, they have dual power supplies, which then allows you to run if you for some reason one goes bad. And servers are made redundant, but also you need UPS backup, battery backup, so at least you can shut down the machines yourself and not have data loss. But ideally you'd like to have a generator, some type of setup to keep the servers running, which can be a challenge. So that's kind of my tips, kind of my thoughts on that. It's very difficult, and personally, if you want to start a business in that field, I recommend you just start reselling a VPS or a dedicated server that you buy. You can get them for $99 a month, and you can make a ton of money if you know how to use it right. So I would recommend that. But that's just kind of my thoughts on it. If you have anything else to add, let me know. Obviously, another big one, quick before we leave, is cooling. Obviously, you have to have cooling. And it's just a very expensive hobby and very expensive thing to do over time. So anyway, guys, that's kind of a long video. I just want to talk about it and kind of my thoughts on it, because I've definitely thought about this, because I do have the knowledge in order to actually do this. If I really wanted to make it to a career, which I do, I want to become a network architect, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that by myself. I'm going to have to join a big data serving company or something like that. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. I will see you in my next video, guys. Peace out.